Friends, today we're going to make some steak and ale chowder for dinner. It's quick and easy to make, something you can just throw together after work. I went on my lunch break and bought a couple of the ingredients that I didn't have, like mushrooms and a couple of the veggies. So let's get started, shall we? I've got the ingredients assembled here. You'll need a couple strips of bacon, steak, thyme, mushroom, some cheese, whatever kind of cheese you like, a couple of potatoes, cream or half and half. I have a seasoned salt mix and also a no salt seasoning mix. I like this because it's got a little more garlic and diced onions and diced carrots and that kind of stuff. You're going to need some of your favorite lager or beer, an onion. Oh, you can use, I happen to have this on hand, so I'm going to use it. A little yellow pepper. I've got a couple sticks of celery and carrot and garlic. And I've got our bacon already cooking here. So when that's crisp, we're going to come back and remove it from the pan, and then we're going to fry up our steak. Okay, the bacon is cooked. Doesn't have to be real crispy because it's going in soup. Set the bacon aside. I've cut up my veggies and I'll show you them as they go in here one by one. Cut the steak into cubey pieces. And into the pan it goes to brown. So we will brown that for just a minute. Okay, and this is seasoned with I used porterhouse and roast seasoning, but you can just use salt and pepper, whatever you like. And I'm going to add a little bit of this Costco no salt seasoning, which gives it a nice flavor. And you could put flour in there too if you want to. I did that last time. But I think I'm going to just thicken the soup at the end with maybe a little cornstarch if I need to thicken it. We're not going to really cook this well. We're just going to brown it a little bit to give the soup a nice flavor. And I did leave a piece of fat in there for a little extra flavor and a little extra something to cook the meat in. The bacon fat gives it a really good flavor too. Okay. I think that is just about right. So we are going to remove the meat from the pan and put it with the bacon, and then we're going to kind of saute the veggies a little bit here. And I did reserve the bones too. I'm going to throw the bones into the soup. Smells good enough to eat just like this. Next we're going to add a little bit of crushed garlic. Our onions. This is about 1 medium onion, chopped up. A little bit of celery, sliced finely. Carrots, also chopped or diced or sliced finely. Here's that yellow pepper I'm going to add. That's sort of an optional thing. The veggies are all really optional. I've seen recipes for this that just call for onion, garlic, and mushroom. So all these other veggies are just add a little extra depth of flavor. We're going to just saute them in the pan juices for just a couple of minutes. The veggies are coming along very nicely. I have some beef broth in the soup pot here. And we are going to add our thinly sliced potatoes into the broth. Give it a little head start on cooking there. I should have had it boiling, but I didn't have it boiling yet. But it won't take long because it's so while we're waiting for that to come to a nice boil, I'm going to continue sauteing the veggies a little bit longer. Going to let the potatoes come to a boil and cook for about 5-10 minutes, and then we will add everything together. Mushrooms don't need very long to cook, so I'm going to throw the mushrooms in right about now. Okay. I'm going to just cover this and let it stay nice and warm there for a few minutes while the potatoes are cooking. Add a little bit of thyme. Gives it a really nice flavor. It's getting warmed up. The potatoes have been boiling for about 5 minutes, so we are going to add our veggies. Now you notice we don't add the meat in. That goes in at the end. This is just your potatoes and your veggies right now. the pot, we need to add our ale or lager. And I bought this premium lager at the market, so we'll add that in. I have about 4 or 5 cups of beef broth, but you could use vegetable broth. You could use, I like to use better than bouillon broth. And there we go. That'll give it that good flavor. So we've got about the right consistency. I am going to cover it and let it cook for maybe another 5 minutes. And then we'll finish it up. Okay, so this has been cooking for a couple of minutes. We are going to add in the steak and the bacon. Oh, I should have put those bones in there a little earlier. I forgot about them. Should have put the steak bones in when I was cooking the vegetables. Okay, so we're just going to cook this another couple of minutes. So don't do this at home if you're copying my recipe. The bones should have gone in at the same time I put the vegetables in there. But it'll be okay. Cook this another 5 minutes or so. Okay, we'll let this cook for a couple more minutes and be right back. I'm going to add a little bit of cornstarch and water for thickening. A little cheddar jack cheese. That's about 2 cups of cheddar jack cheese. And about a cup or so of cream. As you can see, I don't ever measure anything real precisely. It's just sort of a miracle that things come together as they do. So here we go. As this cooks, the cornstarch thickens it a little bit. Look how delicious that looks, and the cream just is the marvelous finishing touch. And before you serve this, of course, you'll have to remove the bones, if you can find them in there. But that is about it. It is ready to go. So that's my recipe for steak and ale chowder. Hope you enjoy. Talk to you again next time.